Hi Henry here, welcome back to part 3 of our video series on how to build a simple game with the new Game Engine 1. If you didn't watch the previous videos, the links are in the description. Let's continue. In the last video, we used the engine action object and action feature to give our player the ability to walk and jump. Now let's continue by configuring some inputs so we can move the player with the arrow keys. In our scene file simplegame.h, we are going to add a new method called handle keyboard inputs. For the implementation inside the file simplegame.cpp, we are just going to call the same method on the player object. The player class doesn't have the method yet, we'll add it in a moment. In the file player.h, we just had the same method. For the implementation, we have two main cases, when a key is pressed and when a key is released. Let's put an if-else condition first. What we did here is pretty simple. When you press the left arrow, the player will move left. When you press the right arrow, the player will move right. And if you press up, the player will jump. And finally, we also want the player to stop moving when we release the left or right key. The method move right, move left and jump, also move none don't exist yet. Let's add them. In the last video, we registered some actions. Now it's time to use them. Pretty simple, you just have to call them using their name. Our player class is an action object, so it inherits the method called action. In order to actually move left, we will call the player action move left. Let's do the same for the other actions. That's it, we can compile the project now. Let's play the scene, everything should work. Move right, okay. Move left, okay. The jump seems to not work. Maybe we don't have enough force. Let's check that. I'm going to try 500 for the jump. Don't know if it will be good. The jump is better, but let's increase the force again. So we've made it. We are now able to move our character with the arrow keys. The movement is not quite good. The movement speed is not computed properly and you can jump infinitely. We can improve our movement system, but let's not focus on that now. Before we move on, let's do something pretty useful here. We want the camera to move with the player. To do that, we are going to use a method called setCameraTarget. This is done in the file simplegame.cpp. Inside the method init, you just need to call the method with the player ball as parameter. Now you can see that the camera focuses on the player. If we move our character, the camera will follow. You can adjust how centered is the camera around the player, but the default settings will do for now. The next step now is to build our gameplay. Basically, we need to code 3 behaviors. The first one is to grab the key, then open the door, and finally grab the treasure. First, we are going to give some names to our objects. Let's double check everything before to save the project. In the file constantpool.h, we are going to add all the new names. I am going to stop now for this video. In the next one I will show you how to handle collisions and we will build the gameplay together. If you don't know, the code of this project is on GitHub. The link is in the description. If you have any question, please leave a comment. See you in the next video.